I hope no one followed you here.
Did you see anyone here?
Thanks for coming.
Now get this straight. I didn't agree to meet you here because of your crazy threats to me on the phone. But to know what gave you the audacity to call me after everything you did to me?
I called you here because I didn't want to do more to you without telling you about it.
What exactly do you mean?
I was told that your husband got the judge in my case to agree to let you testify against me in closed court session. Can you tell me why?
My husband loves me and will do anything. Anything possible to protect me from being made a public spectacle on account of the crime you committed in your evil clinic.
Is it because of his love for you or because of his ambition to become the next governor of state?
You must be.
I want to ask you something. How come all my crimes were published in the papers, except the one with you? Is it because of the damage that exposure will do to your husband's political ambition? Well, he's not the only one who has an interest to protect in this case. I too have, and I will do anything to protect it.
What do you want from me, Dr. Jerry?
You're billed to testify in court on the 23rd of this month, right? I'm giving you till the 20th to withdraw from the case or I will leak everything to the press. I have destroyed myself, madam, and I'll not hesitate to pull people down with me as I fall. Don't let your husband be one of such people. You want to be the first lady of the state, right? Then you listen, else you smell it and you wouldn't like the scent. This is a disc. I got it from an aide of the former governor.
So how sure are you about the authenticity of its content?
Desmond, my ass is on the line here. Which means I don't have the luxury to be gambling with stuff. This is real.
Jerry, I know. I'm asking because I'm hearing rumors Tess will be quitting the case, so...
Well, that is not rumor. Chief Onu and his wife will be quitting soon too.
What?
Yes.
Don't tell me you're behind this, Jerry.
Desmond, I told you to get me out on bail and this case will be over.
Now listen to me, Jerry. If you don't tell me how you're going about this case, then I'll be leaving it. I will quit this case. Now and this moment.
Desmond, you can't be talking like this. You are my friend.
Are you telling me or not?
You need material to defend me in this case, and I am making them available. Desmond, you are a hard man. Now please don't let your conscience meddle with the discharge of your professional duties, please.
Wait. A moment, please. Yeah, great. Here's the case file. You can find yourself another lawyer. I'm not gonna be part of this.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? You don't want to tell me and you want me to... No, take it. You're smart.
Alright, I'll tell you, okay?
Okay.
I blackmailed them.
What? You what? How? What?
Tell me, did you drug and rape Mrs. Franca Izama, the wife of Barrister Emeka Izama, in your clinic some months ago?
Miss Anita, is there anything said on this tape that is a lie?
No, my lord.
Your Honor, the conversation we just heard took place between my client and Miss Anita right inside his bedroom, which goes to show to what extent my learned colleague and his wife over there went into rope my client into their ignoble scheme. So aim, Your Honor, was and still is to blackmail and extort money from him. Your Honor, I therefore tender this tape as an exhibit to this honorable court.
You will mark this as Exhibit 1A.
Yes, my lord. Your Honor, I'm true with the witness.
Alright, Senator.
My lord. Ms. Anita, can you tell this court why your ex-fiancé left you recently to marry another lady?
Objection!
Just trying to establish her character trait, my lord.
Overruled. Continue with your questioning.
Thank you.
He didn't tell me why, my lord.
Really? Miss Anita, was it not true that 1 month after your fiancé left for Germany, you moved into a hotel at the Aboju area of Old Ojo Road in Lagos as a full-time prostitute?
Objection, Your Honor!
Sustained. Please rephrase your question, counsel.
Miss Anita, I put it to you that on the 4th of February this year, you and your ex-fiancé went for a medical test and you were certified to be HIV positive. And as a result of that, he left you to marry another lady. Did I lie?
It is true, my lord.
Is it not also true that on 3 occasions in the past 3 years, your parents have had to send you to a psychiatrist to be treated for sex addiction?
It is true, my lord.
My lord, these are medical reports here. And they state clearly that the witness is a chronic sex addict, prone to saying things true and false to any man that catches a fancy, just to get him to sleep with her. And this also happens to be the case with the escapade with the accused, as we have heard on the recorded tape. So, my lord, I pray this honorable court to ignore the exhibit, because even if the witness was normal, there is no way we can ascertain the exact time the tape was made, the conversation took place, because it could have been made 1 or 2 hours ago.
What you heard in the tape were true, my lord.
True in what sense? True in what sense?
Dr. Jerry forced me to testify against you and your wife, against my wish.
Oh. Well, we have heard enough. The witness is testifying under duress. I'm good with it.
How dare you?
See, I'm so sorry. I never knew he would dig that deep.
Will you shut up? You know that is exactly not what I'm talking about.
Then what are you talking about?
Why didn't you tell me you were HIV positive? You made me have sex with you unprotected.
Because it was a man like you that infected me with it without telling me. Get out! Get out! Get out! Let me tell you, anytime you get close to me again, I promise you I will shoot you. Get out here!
There's something I want to tell you.
Yes, go ahead.
Honey, I don't want us to be part of the persecution of Dr. Jerry anymore.
Are you out of your mind? I mean, why do you say so?
Because this case is likely to do us more harm than good. No matter whatever Dr. Jerry has done to us, let's just let the sleeping dog lie.
Look, Shika, I don't know what came over you,
But whatever that may be, my answer to your request is simply no. Dr. Jerry must be made to pay for his crimes. We must be part of the prosecution.
It's my pride that is at stake here.
And my political ambition too. Look, I have taken every considerable measure to avert scandal, and you know it.
Maybe you haven't.
How do you mean?
I mean, I will file for a divorce if you insist on being part of this case again.
Did I get you right?
Excuse me.
Chika! Come back here, Chika! Chika! Come back here!
When you regained consciousness and suspected that you had been raped by Dr. Jerry while you were unconscious, what did you do?
I confronted him, but he denied it, my lord.
Did he tell you the name of the drug he gave to you before you passed out?
No, he did not.
Did he tell you why it was necessary for you to take it before he could conduct a pregnancy test on you?
He only told me that the drug was going to help him carry out his job on me.
His job? And then his job turned out to be raping you while you were unconscious. Can you tell this court how you felt after that?
I felt used, betrayed and traumatized.
I'm through.
Defense counsel, any questions?
Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Franca is in there. When you told your husband about the so-called incident at the accused clinic, did both of you make any further attempt to confront him on the issue again?
No, my lord.
Why?
We decided...
You decided to use what you conjured in your imagination to ruin the image and life of a decent and enterprising doctor. And you did that without even giving him a decent chance to defend himself.
Objection, my lord.
Warud, continue, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Is it not true that you belong to a notorious and illegal female cult in your university days?
Objection, my lord.
Sustained, counsel.
Your Honor, the question I'm about to ask Mrs. Franca Izina, I believe will aid the cause of justice in this case today. Mrs. Franca Izina, can you tell this honorable court if you've ever been involved in a blackmail of any sort before?
No, my lord.
And I put it to you that you have. During the build-up to the 1999 general elections, you had sex with a leading gubernatorial candidate. And you recorded that action on tape with an evil intent to blackmail and extort money from him. And when you couldn't gain access to him, what did you then do? Your Honor, Mrs. Franca Izina here turned over the tape to his rival. Your Honor, for a fee of 800,000 naira. That video disc was used to force down this leading gubernatorial aspirant, paving the way for the man she collected money from.
He's deceiving the court with a baseless rumor, my lord.
Really? Am I? Hang on a bit. Your Honor, yeah, the man that it should be played, the dishonorable court seated here today.
To the court.
Yes, my lord.
So, Mrs. Franca is in now. Who is now deceiving this honorable court? You or me?
I was only 19 years old, Dad. I was too young.
Oh, that's pitiful. Your Honor, she was only 19 years when she did that atrocity. Please, can you imagine what a 31-year-old woman would do now for money? Yo, I'm done with her. I'm through with her.
Embarrass me like that in an open court today. How dare you? I am hurting you. I am hurting you. Not as much as you have hurt me in court today. How could you? How could you hide such a despicable fact from me all these years? How could you?
I needed to do it. I did it to save my younger brother. My brother had kidney failure, and we needed money for him to undergo his surgery. My parents couldn't source the money, and there was no option. I had to do it. I couldn't watch my brother die, so I did it. I did it to save my younger brother. I did it.
You know what, Franca? You are no better than Dr. Jerry. You disgust me. Listen. Pray that I ever forgive you for this, Franca.
Dr. Jerry and his lawyer would do anything to me in this case.
And you have helped them with your dirty antics of 11 years ago. Bastard.
Every woman has an ugly past. This one is my own. I'm not proud of it. It's okay if you want to divorce me. But please don't let him go scot-free. Thank you. You don't have to do it for me. Just do it for the other innocent women out there, please.
What are you saying exactly, sir?
My wife and I are backing up the prosecution of Dr. Jerry, and don't ask me why.
What? Chief, do you still remember that this was the same man you caught raping your own wife in his clinic while she was unconscious?
She is my wife. Sad as what happened was, both of us still reserve the right to decide whether to take legal action or not. And we have decided.
God, I don't believe this. Chief, is this about your political ambition?
If my wife's involvement ever goes public or gets mentioned in the course of the trial of Dr. Jerry, Barrister Emeka, we will call press conference and deny everything. I mean everything. Barrister Emeka, I have informed the presiding judge and the police as much. Good day.
No, Chief, this can't be you talking. Chief! Oh, this isn't happening. What the hell is going on?
Oh my God, this is a disaster.
Of course it's a disaster. Made worse by your indiscretion of 11 years ago. Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
I understand. If I were in your shoes, I'll be more outraged. Angry as I am over what Dr. Jerry did to me, I really value our marriage. I value it more than the trial. I value it more than everything.
Listen. If what you are trying to say is that we should drop this case, don't.
But
don't even go there.
Can't you see we lost it already? How much do you think Anita's testimony could help the case? How much?
Well, not much. But there is a new development. One Dr. Cyril, Dr. Jerry's former boss, came up voluntarily and said he is willing to testify against Dr. Jerry over a similar case when they were working together. He said he has documented evidence to that effect.
You said Dr. Cyril wants to testify against me?
Oh, yes. And he said he's got documented evidence against you. So, I don't know.
Don't worry. You'll back off like those before him.
How?
Never mind.
Jerry, I'm your defense attorney. And as such, you shouldn't withhold any vital information from me.
Not if I say so.
Jerry, now blackmailing witnesses in a criminal case to withdraw, it's a crime. This is the law.
You have told me that over and over again. I'll see you in court in 2 days. Dr. Cyril, would you agree with me that both the murderer and the one who conceals it are criminals?
What are you talking about, Dr. Jerry? I am bound by honor and the law to report you to Nigerian Medical Association and the police for appropriate actions. But on a second thought, I want you to quit your job. Are you trying to blackmail me, Dr. Jerry?
Oh, now you know what I'm talking about. Your kids are in the university, Cyril. I wonder if they'll make it out without you. Oh, poor them. I'm not sure they will. I'm ready for the hangman's noose for all the crimes I've committed. Are you ready for life in prison? Cyril, are you ready for life in prison? Court is in 2 days. I want you to deny whatever you have told Barrister Emeka, or the police and the Nigerian Medical Association will have this tape.
Dr. Jerry, I saw the twin kids that were pulled out of Mrs. Phillips' womb just yesterday. They are lovely kids that deserve to grow under the care of a loving mother. Have you no remorse for what you did to their mother?
Oh, get a hold of yourself, Cyril. There's a battle between you and your conscience. Fight it.
You are going to rot in hell, Jerry, for this. Psychopathic narcotic skunk.
Dr. Cyril, is it not true that as the medical director of the Federal Medical Center, Utah, Dr. Jerry once worked under you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. Can you tell this court why you forced him to resign 2 years ago?
Your Honor, I never forced Dr. Jerry to resign. He left voluntarily, sir, to go into private practice.
Dr. Cyril, I put it to you that you forced the accused to resign. You did.
Your Honor, that's a business rumor, sir.
Dr. Cyril, I put it to you that you are lying. You sold your conscience to the devil by concealing.
Objection sustained. Cancels.
I am through with him.
Defense counsel, do you want to examine the...
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Dr. Cyril, Dr. Jerry worked with you for 3 years before he left to go into private practice. Can you tell this honorable court your impression of him?
Yeah, no. Dr. Jerry was a hard-working man, forthright. In fact, the most morally sound professional I've ever worked with. The entire hospital love him, and we still miss him, sir.
Oh, that's so touching. That's so touching. Your Honor, I'm through with the witness. Thank you, Dr. Cyril.
What sin have I committed that you led me into contact with a devil like Dr. Jerry? Why would you allow this happen to me? Why are you doing this to me?
If only one of the principal witnesses that backed off would come back. If only one of them would.
Why don't you just try and maybe we could reach one of them? Who knows?
Oh no, forget it. The case is totally messed up. You know what pains me most? In the very first case that I'm going to lose as a lawyer, I am losing as a totally disgraced man.
Mrs. Franca is in. Why did you insist on meeting privately with me?
I personally want to inform you that we are going to lose our case against the rapist, Dr. Jerry. All because of your refusal as a woman to stand up for your gender and its dignity.
You're talking to the wife to the chief of staff, to the state's governor.
And probably the next first lady. Am I wrong in assuming that you and your husband is sacrificing your honor and pride on the altar of that ambition, Madam Chika?
That is an insult, and I will not have you.
Chika, when the leadership of any generation hides under any excuse to deny the people they lead justice, that generation is doomed. As a woman leader in the state, how do you think history will judge your refusal to do something in this case? I learned that scanners revealed that you're carrying a baby girl. Would you be able to look her in the face when she is born and tell her your involvement with pride in this case?
The domestic manager will see you out of the gate when you're done sitting down here.
Madam Chief, Dr. Jerry once gave a woman who was few days to her delivery date the same drug he gave to you and I in overdose, and as a result of that, she died of a heart attack. The twin boys she was carrying was saved through a quick cesarean section. You see, it's not just your baby that will ask you to account for what you did in this case. Those boys will do, and so will the spirit of your innocent mother. Madam Chika, if you're a woman of honor, come to court in 3 days' time and testify. Excuse me.
Prosecution counsel, you said you have fresh witnesses you would like to call to testify in this case.
Yes, my lord.
You may proceed.
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Thank you, my lord. Before I proceed, I would like to cross-examine the accused again.
Objection, Your Honor.
My lord, I have fresh evidence that will aid justice in this case, and on that basis, I would like to do that again.
Objection overruled. Proceed.
Thank you, my lord. Dr. Jerry, can you tell this court how and why you forced 3 principal witnesses in this case to withdraw?
Objection.
Overruled. Dr. Jerry, answer the questions.
Well, I had no prior information about these witnesses or who they were. How then could I have been responsible for their withdrawals if that be the case?
May I remind you, Dr. Jerry, that you are under oath to say the truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me God, I am saying the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Let's check it out.
What do you want from me, Dr. Jerry?
You're billed to testify in court on the 23rd of this month, right? I'm giving you till the 20th to withdraw from the case or I will leak everything to the press. I have destroyed myself, madam.
Was that not your voice on tape, Dr. Jerry?
Well, of course not. I never said that. It's obvious this was fabricated. This is computer generated. Listen to it carefully. It's easy to be done.
Oh. Computer generated, you say? All right, fine. Let's now find out if the computer will also generate this one. My lord, may I now call in Miss Tessie and Chief and Mrs. Arnold to the witness box. Please come.
You son of a bitch! You will burn in hell! I will kill you and your family! Order! Shut up, you stupid walking butler! When I'm talking, don't interrupt! Oh yeah? I can see them. Oh, guess what? So I fucked them and I drugged them and I did them and they tasted good. Ask them, they'll tell you, they'll testify. The women are here, didn't you enjoy it? Get him out of my guts! Didn't you enjoy it? Ask them! I fucked your wife and my hair should taste it. Get him out! Get him out! And I'll eat him! Get him out! Well, your wife is like some fucking shit. Get him out of my guts!
some shopping. My husband and I live nearby.
Are you serious? Oh my, I am so sorry I couldn't come for your traditional marriage. I'm really sorry.
It's not a problem. Your belly.
Chioma, it's not what we can talk about here. Why don't I take your number and then I'll call you so we can talk?
Okay then.
I didn't see you. Very good. It's been a long time. Very long. Oh. Okay. For your shopping.
All this for me.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Anytime. Let me take your number.
Okay. 080 659 067.
I got it. I'll call you.
All right.
Thank you. And greet your husband for me.
I will. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Uncle, you requested for my presence most urgently. I hope all is well.
Chinedu.
Yes, Uncle.
You are now a full-grown man. Therefore, I call you here to ask you just one question. Are you aware that Serena is pregnant?
Yes, I am, Uncle.
Good. Then who is responsible for the pregnancy?
Is Uncle.
Chief Walter? As what? As her lawfully wedded husband or what? Let me tell you, Chinedu, a thing like this is unheard of in the history of our family. And besides, a maiden getting pregnant out of wedlock is a taboo in this very village. Anyway, I called you to ask you what you people are up to with Chief Walter.
Well, Uncle, I'm not in total support of Serena getting pregnant for Chief Walter. But, Uncle, you pushed her. I mean, we needed a family, Uncle. You were not there. Where were you when things was so rough for us? Chief Walter took us in, gave us shelter, gave us a house, above all, agreed to pay my bills in school. What would you have me do?
So, because of all these things you have enumerated, you deem it wise to pay him back with Serena?
Uncle, I did not pay Chief Walter back with Serena. They wanted to get married.
Then has he married her? I mean, has he married her and she's pregnant for him? Anyway, I called you here to inform you that very soon you people will be facing the Elders' Council to explain the rationale behind this shameful sacrilege. I hope I'm not the one to tell you what the consequences are. I'm through with you, Chinedu. You can go.
Well, Uncle, I'll call you when I get home.
Because I push you through it. You are paying him back. You are paying him back with Serena. With the dignity of Serena, you are paying him back.
With such threat, Chinedu and I decided to come over to inform you people. As a high chief, you know the consequences we could face if we...
My in-law, I am disappointed in you. By the way, in what capacity was Okoro speaking?
Chief is my late husband's elder brother.
Oh, good. And in what ways has he lived up to that since your husband died? And Chinedu, I am paying your education bills with the hope that when situations like this arise, you are going to stand up and defend our collective interests. But I'm seeing now that such is no longer the case.
Chief, I tried...
Will you shut up? Listen, I am withdrawing my sponsorship of your education right now. And you, Adeze, I hope you've not forgotten that the house you are living in and the business you are doing are all legally mine.
You can take your daughter, fine. And I will withdraw everything that I've given to you now. I can see that Okoro is now your own family. No problem. No problem. I blame myself for everything that is happening.
It hasn't come to this yet. Please, I will go and see him. I'll handle this situation myself. And I promise you, it will not repeat itself again. Please.
Please, Chief, please. Chief, please. Please. I still want to go to school, please, Chief. Please.
Mankind is wicked. You know that it's just no light. It's leading me instead, making me want to cry.
Can you tell me what your interest is in my family?
So it is true you are pregnant, Serena?
The question should be, so it is true that you're angling to reap where you failed to sow, Okoro? I ask you.
So you make bold to address me by my first name?
Is that the name your parents gave you? Is it not?
In that case, go and tell Chief Walter to come and formalize your marriage. Otherwise, both of you will be soon facing the Elders' Council.
Okoro, do you want to die before your time? I ask you, Okoro, do you want to die before your time? If I ever hear you say one word about my family and my marriage, either within the family or at the Elders' Council, I will pay policemen to get you arrested. You and every single miserable member of your family. And trust me, you will not come out alive if I do that.
Chinedu, do you hear your sister? So you are threatening me, Serena?
Your plate. Ask your plate if I am threatening you. My own food.
Serena.
Shut up and let us get out of here.
Serena, this is our uncle.
Do you still want to continue your education courtesy of my husband's sponsorship? Do you?
Serena, this is our uncle.
Let us leave this place. Let me ever hear you add your mouth in what does not concern you. Talk of issues that do not concern you. Let me ever hear you say one word about my family or my marriage. You see?
Serena.
Serena insulted me. Threw away my food. Chinedu, Serena threw away my food. I should become mad. Okay. You will show me who is beating that drum. You are dancing its music. You threw away my food.
Serena, so if you give me a boy, what would you want me to do for you?
Train from the mountain.
Train from the mountain? Mm-hmm. Okay, and after that, what next?
My nigga.
Okay. What is it, Serena? What is it?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Okay, you want to sit up?
My waist.
Oh, your waist. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Okay, now relax.
I'm fine.
Oh, are you alright?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm fine.
Something is happening.
My waist. Yes, this is my waist.
Your waist?
Okay,
take it easy,
that's not again, that's not.
It has stopped. Okay, relax. What is it? What is it?
My waist, my waist. Yes, check. Check the waist, check the waist.
It's there, your waist is here.
Relax. I think it's time.
It's time.
It's time. Colibas.
Hold on.
No, wait. Colibas. Wait first.
Ivan's where? Yes, now,
wait.
Get the car close to the door quickly. Get the car close to the door.
Check my waist. Check your waist. Yes, press it. Press the waist.
Hold it.
Hold it.
Please, how is she?
Congratulations, Chief. You are the father of the bouncing baby boy.
Are you serious? Oh, thank you very much. I made it. Oh, thank you, Father. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Please, can I see them?
Of course, come with me.
Can I see them?
Of course, come
please,
with me.
let's go.
Hey, honey.
Yeah. Where is the church?
He's sleeping.
Okay.
Honey.
Yes.
My mother wants to talk to you.
Okay. Go ahead, in-law.
Chief, please, I don't want you to pick offense from what I'm about to say. Chief, you know it's over 3 months since my daughter gave birth to Uchechi. And I think it's wise you go and meet our kinsmen and formalize your marriage. Sincerely speaking, I'm so grateful for all you have done for me and my children. And I thank God so much for blessing you with a son through my daughter. But Chief,
In-law, I am not going to see anybody on account of my union with Serena. Period.
But Chief, you can't continue to...
Okay, alright. It will all end today.
Who are you calling?
I am calling the orphanage. Let them come and take possession of my son. You and your daughter are leaving my house today. And that means forfeiting everything that you've gotten from me. I can now see that you prefer Okoro to me.
Oh, no.
I see that.
Please, Chief, please. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm so sorry. Please.
You are sorry?
Yes. And I promise you, I will never say a thing like that again. I promise.
You are still not talking to me, honey. What is it?
Chief, what am I to you?
How do you mean?
What I mean is that despite everything you have done for my family and I, the fact still remains that you forced me into this marriage. How then did I go wrong, Chief? How then did I go wrong that you will never stop making me feel like a piece of tool you used to achieve your aim each time formalization of our marriage comes up? What do you think? You really think I'll sit here and watch you take my son away and I'll cry like an idiot? Is that what you think?
Stop, Serena. Look, if there's anybody I think that will understand that I am giving to certain unreasonable outbursts whenever I am angry, it is you, Serena. You. How can I take you as a piece of tool? Me? No. Oh, yes. Well, how we came to be was not the best. But the fact remains that I love and respect you. I do. I will see your people, Serena. But first thing first.
What is the first thing? What is the first thing you're supposed to do 3 months after I have given birth to your son? What is the first thing?
Your university education. I did not tell you last year. I secured admission for you and Chinedu at the same time. But I had to defer your own admission to this session. You are starting in a month's time when the new academic session begins.
You mean that?
Of course, yes. That was a promise I made to you from day one. And I am good at keeping my promises.
You did?
Yes, I did.
My God, thank you so much. Thank you. Why didn't you tell me? Thank you. Okay. So, what is it?
Hello.
Your car. That's okay. Yes.
No! No! You bought me a car?
It's for you, yes.
You didn't tell me about a car!
Well, my dear,
God did not tell me he was going to give me a son through you, did he? And she has been of immense help to us since the 3 months she's been here with us. So, it's her.
I can't believe you. My God.
I'll go home. Good luck. I'll go home. God bless you. God bless you. All this one for me.
You have helped us enough too.
Your mother is going to ride the car.
So, the car is yours. Yes. And you will be attending driving school from tomorrow morning. Because I would want you to be able to drive yourself before you leave us in 3 weeks' time.
Hey, Serena, Kalanam Kalamoto. Me, driving school?
Yes.
To drive?
Oh my God, honey.
Yes.
Thank you.
She deserves it.
Hey, Moto.
It is a lie. Hey, yo.
Why?
It's a lie.
It's me you're seeing, it's not a ghost. It's
Adeze. Adeze. Hey. Adeze, who taught you how to drive? Oh.
Wakego, it's okay. Chief Walter and my daughter bought me this car at the end of my Omogo visit.
But you said what?
They bought me the car.
Hey, yo. Hey, see, this guy is
Wakego. You've not changed.
Oh, no. Hey, God.
Waka money.
Hey, Adeze, you driving a car. Hey, oh God, thank you. God will bless them abundantly.
Amen.
Hey, Adeze, please, you're my very good friend, and I love you so much. Please don't take what I'm about to say as jealousy. Now that Selena has given birth, won't it be better for Chief Walter to come and properly marry her, as my in-laws did with my 2 daughters? You see, the rumor that their union is generating is getting loud. You see, this guy will only make it louder.
Wakego, stop it. What are you trying to tell me? The relatives are properly married. Does it make you a better person than I am?
This does not call for quarreling.
Look at you. You wretched witch.
You called me what? Adeze.
Just get out of here.
Me, get out, Adeze. Adeze, you called me wretched. Adeze, I know you very well. Is it because they bought you a car? Can you be able to buy that car? Adeze. Hey! This woman called me a witch. George.
Yeah. Here we are. Your house off campus. How do you see it?
My God, honey, it's so beautiful. Lord! It's perfect. It's just simple and beautiful. Thank you. It's simple and it's nice and it's so pretty.
You're welcome. You see, I will do anything for the joy and pleasure of my son and his beautiful mother. What you have to do is to concentrate on your studies and make good success out of it.
I will not let you down.
I know you. I know you. And in addition, I have hired a professional nanny who will look after Uchechi while you attend your lectures.
You can't guess what this means to me. Thank you so much for making my dream come true.
You're welcome.
I love you. I do.
I love you.
I love the color of the room. Come and see. Come and see.
Pastor Desmond, how are you today?
I'm better today.
You are lucky to survive. Judging by the condition you were in when they brought you here in the hospital 3 weeks ago.
So I was told, Doctor. A lot of people told me that since when I came out of coma. Doctor, when am I likely gonna leave this hospital, please?
This weekend.
Brilliant.
You may leave. Barrister, I came here to tell you something very, very important. You sustained a serious damage to your scrotum, and the test that we conducted revealed that your ability to produce spermatozoa is permanently impaired.
In simple terms, Doctor, please.
You might successfully achieve erection and enjoy sex. But I'm sorry to say this, that you might not be able to father a child.
What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? I'm the only son. I'm the only child, and you know that I'm the only child. How could you castrate me and leave me alone? I'm no more a man, just a man full of talk. How do I end to be fruitful and multiply? I can't take this. I can't take this. I can't take this. I'm sick and tired of it, Lord. I'm sick and tired of this. I can't take this. I don't need a reception from you, Lord. I don't. I truly don't need a reception from you. Just let me go. I just hope you have a field day. I don't need a reception from you, God. I don't. Don't care. Don't just bother about my route. Because I'm not coming to you. I'm not. I'm not.
Jerry, what's this whole business of a lifetime you said you've got for me?
Now listen, Desmond. There's this American stem cell research company that contacted me like a week ago. They want to undergo a research thing they're doing here in Nigeria. Okay? And they're looking for 3 able-bodied men to donate their sperm at a going rate of 2.5 million naira each for these 3 men. I have volunteered. There's this new guy in my clinic I just employed. he's one of them. Now, I couldn't think of anyone else to have 2.5 million naira in his pocket but you. So I was only thinking if you could complete the third guy, then we're all set.
Jerry, you want me to donate my sperm cell for such a research? My friend, I'm a Catholic. You know I'm one.
Well, I am a Catholic too.
I know, but...
No, Desmond, hold on. Don't listen to what the church is saying about stem cell research. Its advantages to the development of medicine far outweighs this bullshit thing they're preaching about. Trust me, I'm not pushing you, but I'm making you know. Well, this is my area, and I know what I'm talking about.
Look, Jerry, you're my friend. But I'm entirely not comfortable with the whole deal at all. I'm not. Sincerely, I'm not. I mean, why would they choose Nigeria for such a research? Why wouldn't they go to America? I mean, there's America there. I mean, 2.5 million naira for... It's why that? I mean, they could easily just get the sperm cell easily from a fertility clinic.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Why not America? Why not anywhere else? Why here? Why us? I know. But listen, hey, I'm not gonna drag you into anything like this, okay? You're my best friend. I'm involved. I'm part of it here. Now this is 2.5 million naira. Think about it. For doing what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Hey man, you can't get luckier than this, trust me.
Are you sure you're telling me the whole truth concerning this whole process?
What does it look like?
Jerry, I'm a lawyer. I've got to be thorough concerning this.
Hey, look, I'm not tying your neck and dragging you into anything, or maybe I'll get someone else.
I'm not saying you're dragging me. No, just... When would they need it?
Well, you come to my clinic tomorrow, you donate your sperm. Exactly a week after, get your money.
Got my money. Deal.
Bill, brother. Deal.
Bill. Jerry. Deal. Better be deal, man.
Cheers, man. To 2.5 million naira for your sperm. Chief, you are way more than this amount you're talking about, and we had an agreement. You haven't even asked me how I procured the sperm I used. How can I use mine? Do you think you can stand seeing my own child answering yours in your home? I use a friend's sperm. No, he wasn't aware of it. I lied to him, okay, and he believed it. I'm a professional, Chief. Listen, later today he's going to ask me for his money, and I'm going to be paying him with my money. And you haven't even told me when you're going to pay me the money. Oh, you're paying me tomorrow? Well, that sounds good. Okay. You have my account number. Okay, Chief, so say hello to your wife for me and I'll pay you a visit tomorrow. You have me sweating here. Thank you very much.
Oh, hi, Jerry.
Desmond. How long have you been standing there for?
I just got in. Just walked in now.
You just walked in?
Sure.
So you didn't hear my conversation on the phone, did you?
Nope. Why'd you ask?
You know, this girl. Hey, I'm gonna get a checkbook and I'm gonna pay your money now, alright?
Oh, great.
Hold on.
I really sympathize with you.
And I'm not here for your sympathy, Jerry. I'm here for you to tell me the truth about what you lied to me.
About what?
You'd forgotten. The sperm cell you lied to me to donate to you last year. How is the baby?
What? Are you kidding me? I told you exactly what it was used for. It was a stem cell research. And the embryos were destroyed immediately research was over.
Hold on, my friend. Hold on. You can lie to anyone else. But you can't lie to me. Because I overheard everything. All your conversation with the chief on the phone the day I came to your house to collect my money. Remember?
What chief? I was calling my uncle to...
Stop! Jerry, who was the chief? You used my sperm to impregnate his wife. Who is it?
Right, Desmond. Maybe you're losing it. I have no idea.
Now, listen to me, Jerry. You better shut up. And I know you wouldn't tell me the truth willingly. Now, you think it's a joke? You think I'm joking about this? This is about my future, and you know how I care about it so dearly to me.
How the hell did you get that badge of security?
How did I...
Look, I'll tell you, sit down.
Jerry, I'm not joking.
I'll tell you everything, I swear. Just sit down, please.
That's my friend. So, I am here because I heard you are her closest uncle. The only one that can tell me everything about her, including her immediate family.
My son, your information is very correct. But unfortunately, I don't want to talk about her and her family ever again.
Why, sir?
I don't owe you any explanation about my decision, or do I?
No, you don't.
There you are.
Sir, but she's your late brother's only daughter. And I love Serena. I love her so much. With the whole of, I'm ready to marry her, sir. Anytime, any day, I'm ready. But one Chief Walters is standing on my way. He's saying that
Saying what? Walt again? Eh? Is he legally married to Serena? Eh? I mean, what right has he? I mean, to say anything about her life?
Sir, I don't understand.
Now listen to me. Go and tell that idiot called Walter that I, Chief Okoro, said that the fact that he has an illegitimate son from Serena, whom he corrupted with his filthy money, does not in any way make him a legal husband to...
Uncle, sir, are you trying to tell me that Chief Walters is not formally married to Serena?
Yes. In a nutshell, he stole her. Look, my young man, if you know from your heart of hearts that you are serious about marrying Serena, forget about that idiot called Walter. Just come with your people. My family will accept you.
Sir, I'll do just that.
Good.
I'll come with them.
Don't worry.
Thank you very much.
Just do as I've said.
I'm fulfilled, sir.
No
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll be on my way now, sir.
This drink is for you.
No, it's for you. Enjoy it, Uncle. I'm fulfilled. Thank you, Uncle.
It's all right.
I'll get back to you.
Please do.
Very soon.
Do. My fingers are crossed. Remember, forget about any Walter.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Chief. Good day, Chief.
I've not met you before.
Yes, I know, Chief, but can we sit down, please?
Okay, just sit down.
Thank you, Chief.
So how may I help you?
Sorry, Chief. What I'm here to discuss with you is for our ears only. To start with, my name is Barrister Desmond, a friend to Dr. Jerry. Remember him?
No, I don't.
I'll take that to mean you're treading the path of caution, and I appreciate why. Chief, I'm the guy that donated the sperm Dr. Jerry used to impregnate your wife for you.
Listen, young man, I don't like the thrust of this conversation at all. What you just said now is libelous, and I guess as a lawyer, you understand the implications. Do you?
Yes, Chief. 100% sure of the fact, and that is why I'm here speaking to you boldly. If you must know, Chief, I just got back from your village, and I was reliably informed that you're not married to the mother of the boy legally yet. So I'm here to take possession of my own only biological son, peacefully.
Evans! Evans! Yes, Chief. Throw this animal outside the gate right now. Please, you get out and get out of the house.
I said peacefully,
Look,
Chief.
one more word from you, I will lose my dogs on you. Get out, please, sir. Let's go, please.
What?
Get out!
Chief.
Let's go, please. I'm sorry, Chief. Let's go.
Thanks for the water.
You're welcome. You said my brother asked you to come here and wait for him?
Oh yes, we're classmates. Can I carry your baby, please?
My baby?
Yes, sure. Just briefly. Come here, baby. Come here, big boy.
Hello, sorry, please, can I have my baby back, please? Thank you.
Thanks for allowing me to have a feel of my own biological son.
What? Annie! Annie!
Yes, Auntie?
Take him inside. I'm sorry, please, who are you? I mean, what's your mission here?
I came here to have a physical contact with my own biological son.
You must be insane. I have never met you in my life. That means my child could never be your biological child.
Serena, Chief is impotent.
Oh, shut up, you demonic liar. I cast you. Leave my house.
You shouldn't be casting me, Serena. You cast and bind Chief. Chief Walter has used you. He lied to you. He paid Dr. Jerry to deceive you. So you better take care of him and leave me alone. I am here to just have a contact with my own son. What's wrong with doing that?
Leave my house!
You son of the devil. How dare you set your evil feet here? Get out! Get out! Get out! Go stupid! Let us continue to bind and cast him. He is the devil himself.
He said that my son...
Forget him. The devil is the father of all lies. Whatever he must have told you, they are all lies. Please, let's bind him. Let's bind him with the fire of the Holy Spirit. Holy Ghost fire! Holy Ghost fire! Let's bind him. Let's bind him out. He is the devil. Now, who is Barrister Desmond? And how the hell did he get to know about our deal last year?
No, Chief, relax. Barrister Desmond is my bosom friend. And he is the donor of the sperm cell I used to impregnate your wife. Therefore, he's a biological father of your son.
Oh, shut up. I am the biological father of my son, Dr. Jerry.
Oh, indeed you are. I performed the insemination that made your wife pregnant. Therefore, I know where the sperm cell is from. It was not your sperm cell I used. And I will answer to that whenever I'm called to give any...
Shut up. You would never live to say such a thing. Yes.
What are you doing? Threatening my life?
Oh, come of it. Your so-called life is already a mess. Now listen, if you want to die with some semblance of honor, please keep your mouth shut about that deal. Listen, Dr. Jerry, I am a ruthless man. Ask around if you are in doubt.
I'm not in doubt. Only it's too late now. I've said so much already.
You have not. And it's still very early to stop it. Just tell your friend that you lied to him and everything will be over.
It's not as easy as you think now. It's not as easy. Too much is involved already. And despite my present situation in this place, I still know who my friends are and where my loyalty belongs.
Dr. Jerry, you sure want to die?
Desmond, he sounded like the devil himself an hour ago before he left here. He's gonna get me killed in here.
I understand.
No, you don't.
I do, Jerry. I'm not a sadist.
Then forget the child.
No, I can't. I can't, Jerry. My condition wouldn't let me do that. I'm the only child.
Then adopt children.
And then leave my only biological son for another man?
Desmond, do you think your interest over this issue justifies the way you're endangering my life over this issue?
I understand. Nothing will happen to you. Trust me, but I must get my son back.
Desmond, you have no idea the kind of man you're dealing with. This man who got me killed in here. Trust me.
He will not. Trust me. I'll get a friendly warder that will take care of you. He'll be with you 24/7 while I go out there to ensure the security of you and I. Goodbye, Jerry.
Who is that? Who is that?
What are you doing in my compound? You frustrated gold digger.
What am I doing in your compound, Chief?
What am I doing in your compound, Chief? I'm here to tell you that threatening Dr. Jerry's life was a very stupid act under the circumstance. How could you do that?
Now listen, if I get into my house and come out here and see you again, you will live here a corpse. Just for trying to...
You're not going anywhere. Stay in here. Now let me tell you something. It's like you don't get tired of threatening other people's life. But now let me tell you, if you are ever thinking of hurting Dr. Jerry and me, then think again. Because I reported the issue to the police and to the judge. Dr. Jerry equally made a statement to the police and handed over some documented piece of evidence. And here they are. Listen. Hand over my child to me. My only son, and you will have peace. Get out. Get out of my compound. Not going anywhere. I said get out.
Give me the sunshine. Give me a brand new day. I wish I could fly high, away from this burning rain. But justice is waiting. Wipe my tears, bring me joy, and make me laugh.
Yes, warder. Please, suspend that action. Okay, yes. I will tell you why when we see. Please do. Thank you.
Hey, honey.
Hello. Yeah.
Hey.
Welcome.
I'm fine. I just got back.
Yeah, that's good. Where is Uche?
He's downstairs with the nanny.
Okay.
You sent for me with such urgency. Is everything okay?
Yes, all is well. I want us to travel to the village and see your uncle in the morning.
To see my uncle?
Yes, I want us to formalize this marriage once and for all. Did you hear what I said? And you are wearing that look.
Honey, does this have anything to do with the madman and his crazy claims?
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I mean, it's just that since we met, you have always been hostile towards any discussion about formalizing our marriage. And all of a sudden, you want to do it and you're even in a hurry to do it. Is there an atom of truth in what he said?
Listen, Serena. There is no atom of truth in what that madman said. Oh, don't you want to marry me anymore? Don't you?
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right.
Yes.
Well, having said that, Mazekuru, I am taking full responsibility for whatever has happened since I took Serena to my house. And on their behalf, I'm apologizing to you. Please.
Uncle, I'm on my knees. Please, forgive my indiscretion the last time I was here. I honestly shouldn't have.
No, get up, Serena, get up. You see, as a matter of fact, I have nothing whatsoever personal against any of you. Adeze here is a witness to the kind of embarrassment that your illegal union has brought upon our family. Several times, she was jailed by her fellow women. The same thing with Chinedu by his own friends. Anyway, if you are finally ready to respect our culture, who am I to stop you? So any day you are ready to come with your people, I will inform my kinsmen. We will gather and I will be there to perform my duty as your uncle. That's all.
Thank you very much. Can I give you that? Thank you very much. The drink on the table, as I said earlier, is for our reconciliation. Now, this one, I use it to inform you that in 9 days' time we will be here to formalize my marriage with Serena.
Chief Walter, why the rush?
Oh, Mazekuru, there's no rush. You see, we have wasted so much time coming. So I don't think any date is too close now. No.
Again, your point has defeated mine.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Like I said, I will inform my kinsmen.
Thank you.
They will gather that day.
Thank you. Thank you.
What are you doing here again?
Well, I came to see my son.
You are out of your mind. You need help. You need to see a psychiatrist.
For your information, I was a virgin when I met my husband. And I have never slept with any other man. That means Chief is the true biological father of my son. Get that into your thick skull and get out of here. Get your hands off me.
Serena, you got pregnant through artificial insemination. It was my sperm that Dr. Jerry injected into your womanhood when you went to visit him at the hospital while you were ovulating. Of some medication of some sort. Now, you never even secreted any sterile fluid during sexual intercourse. He lied to you because Chief Walter paid him to lie to you, and he did that completely off your knowledge.
How do you know these things?
Oh, how do I know? I was part of this whole scheme from day one.
No. I mean, why am I listening to you? Why am I listening to a devil like you? Leave my house right now!
Serena, I know you're not formally married to Chief Walter. So, legally and traditionally, your son belongs to me. Period.
Lord, you are so disgusting. Now I know what you were thinking when you started this dirty charade. Now I know. You are so disgusting. For your information, I repeat again, Chief has met with my kinsmen and they have chosen a date for a traditional marriage. So you can as well go to hell and burn to ashes. Leave my house right now.
Now let me tell you something. You will never experience that. That will never ever happen. I I swear to you.
You are such a loser. You're a failure. How dare you wish me ill luck in my house? Get out! Get out! Right now! Go!
Good day, Chief.
My God. Get out. Get out of here, Pastor Desmond. Get out!
Easy, Chief. Easy. Take it easy, Chief. Calm down. Wow. Whoa. Great meal. Keeping fit. That's nice. Great. So, I was informed that you're, rushing to formalize your marriage to Serena so as to have some legitimate affinity with my son. That's silly. Great. Nice one. I'm impressed. But listen, Chief, I was involved in an auto crash recently, which left me impotent. And guess what, Chief? I am the only heir to my own family tree. Which means if I don't have my son back, my lineage is in complete ruin and total wipeout. And that makes me less than the lowest of low men. And I don't think I like that. So I suggest to you, you go home and have a decent discussion with your wife and hand me over my son. And we all be happy. Nothing stopped both of you from going through the same process that brought about the boy. I'll bet still you can go adopt. And I bet you there are a lot of kids out there that are willing to embrace you, but only if you stretch your hands at them. So let's cut out this whole public scandal or a possible legal tussle, because I swear to you, Chief, I swear to you and I bet you that you will be the biggest loser at the end of the day.
So, are you telling me that you are planning to go to court on this issue?
Not at all. How could I do such a thing? But you are pushing me too far. And I'm heading to my breaking point. But you can save that situation for yourself. You can. Oh, yes. Enjoy your meal. Have a great day.
Once again, my in-laws, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Serena.
Uncle.
Many of the invited guests, including our own family members, are waiting outside for the formal traditional wedding ceremony. But tradition has to be observed first. As you can see, Chief Walter and his kinsmen are here to ask for your hand in marriage with all these drinks. But our culture demands that we ask for your consent first before accepting all this. The question is, should we go ahead and accept all these things?
Good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Who are you? Why interrupting us?
Sorry, I'm a court belly, sir.
And so what?
I came to serve you people with this court injunction, stopping the wedding proceedings.
From where?
Sorry,
come down.
Ladies.
What do you mean?
Chief, it is my life that was turned into a dance of shame today. You better tell me the truth, and now!
Listen, Serena, the whole truth about the issue is what I've already told you.
No, I have. No, you haven't. He knew you sent me to the doctor while I was ovulating. He also knew what the doctor told me about secreting sterile vaginal fluid. He said it was not some inhibitive medication that was injected into me, but his sperm. How did he know all these things?
Listen, Dr. Jerry is a convicted criminal. Yes, a known blackmailer. Maybe why can't you take this for what it really is? See, they want money and they are blackmailing us to have the money. Barrister Desmond is not just his close friend, but also his lawyer. Maybe please don't listen to those devils. Don't let them destroy our marriage.
We are not married. He stopped us. He shamed you and he shamed me. He shamed us both.
Yes, and that is the more reason why we should see them as our collective enemies. We should stay together fighting them, not to work against each other. Please, please don't let their lies break us. Don't let it do damages to us, please.
How did you know this thing?
It's alright, it's alright. Don't cry. It's okay. These people are liars, they are blackmailers. It's alright, it's okay. It's alright. I'm sorry. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
This cruel game you're playing with my family, what is it really about?
Serena, it's not a game. I want my biological son in my house. I want him under my care. I'm its father. Chief Walter is an impotent imposter.
Liar! I saw all the tests carried out on Chief, and they all show that he's virile enough. On the other hand, you are the one who's been confirmed impotent by certified medical personnel. So tell me, Barrister Desmond, who is the real imposter? Did you hear from anyone that my family is responsible for the accident that rendered you impotent? Then why are you trying to destroy our public image? Why? Is it money you want? How much do you want? How much do you want that you think justifies the evil extent you're taking this? How much?
My dear Serena, now let me tell you that it's not about money. Chief Walter is the one publicly humiliating you because of his problem, not me. Listen to me, for mine is the voice of reason. If you continue to listen to Chief Walter, then I will not only win my son in the court, but the question will be, when he grows up and hears what's happening today, would he ever forgive you for not being able to defend its honor? Would he?
Arrant nonsense. That's all you just said. Stay away from me and my family. You are not the father of my son.
It's me. I will soon be.
You will soon do what? Don't you ever, in your useless life, pack this evil car here. Don't you ever pack this bad luck and shame this car carriage in my front this time.
Okay, but it has not come to this.
Ah, so you're still talking. You are still talking. Do you? In fact, wait. Hi. Oh, do you want me to send this car, please? Do you want me? You mother of a shameless daughter.
Okay, go. What did you call me?
You shameless mother of a shameless daughter. Yes. Oh, you think you will not know the truth? Eh? Your daughter succeeded where other 4 women failed. Hey! Ashawo mura ashawo. Woo! 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 Where are you going? Come and pack the car now. Useless woman. With useless car. Woo!
How did the marriage go?
It was a disaster, Lord Tunga. I am a totally disgraced man as you see me now. But I must...
Stop! I'm listening. Thou great messenger of the elements. I see. He did not only stop at foiling your attempt to marry Serena, he has also headed to the court to claim his son.
You must stop him for me, Lord Tunga. I wouldn't mind if I have to lose my life in exchange for that. You must stop him from taking my son away. Please.
The Grandmaster said that I should not do that.
Why?
Shut up! Nobody questions the Grandmaster.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lord Tunga, but I need help.
You may now go.
Does that mean you will help me out?
You will find out soon. Go!
What I'm saying in essence, Barrister Emeka, is that I don't mind the cost. Just win this case for me. Make sure that my son goes nowhere. And you know what I will do when you achieve that? I will redefine generosity to you.
I will do my best.
Even more than your best, barrister. You know what? I came here because I was told that you've never lost a case. So, do not lose this one. I beg you in the name of God.
I will not lose it, Chief.
Okay.
But I would like to ask.
All right.
Between us, is there any truth in Barrister Desmond's claims?
No. There is no truth. Good day, Barrister.
There's sure more to this than meets the eye. But then I have taken up a case, and I have a reputation to protect.
I'm Justice Fidelia Aneke of the State's Judiciary. This is a special kind of dispute. Therefore, the State's Chief Judge deemed it necessary, in his own wisdom, to transfer this case from the State's Magistrate Court 3 to the Family Welfare Department of the State's Judiciary and assigned me to adjudicate on the matter. I deemed this explanation necessary, lest anyone here misunderstands what we're here to do. Having said that, I want to warn that despite the informality of this gathering, every rule of a formal court will persist. Secondly, only interested persons and witnesses are allowed here. The proceedings will resume in about 2 hours.
All rise. There's a question at the center of this case, Your Honor. And that question is, who is the true biological father of Master Uchechi? Your Honor, that question demands an urgent and true answer. And the answer to that question is, I am. No child, no matter the circumstances of his birth, should be denied the honor and joy of living and being held by his father. And when he grows up and learns to speak, society must ensure that whoever he calls father remains indeed his true biological father. Your Honor, anything contrary to this is not only a taboo in our tradition, but also child abuse underlined in our laws. I don't want Master Uchechi, my son, to suffer this abuse, and no man, regardless of his social status, should be allowed to subject him to this true lies and deceit. Your Honor, Master Uchechi is a defenseless child, and his case having been brought to this honorable tribunal, we all and the law have assumed the status of his defenders. I therefore pray that this honorable tribunal rise up to his defense by ensuring that justice is done in this case. Thank you.
Defense counsel?
My lord, procreation is an integral part of nature, and children are very special and precious gifts from God to whomever they are given. They must be respected. The family institution was not just created for sexual partnership, but because it is the ideal place to raise children for societal peace and cohesion. My Lord, the tragedy of one man should not and must not be allowed to become the tragedy of an innocent and defenseless child, as my learned colleague here seems bent on making the case for Master Uchechi. The family is sacred, and so is the childhood of every human person. Under no circumstance, Your Honor, should the society and its laws stand aside and watch anybody defile the sanctity of both family and the child, for it is the worst kind of sacrilege. My Lord, I believe that this honorable tribunal will define what child abuse is to my learned colleague here before he visits the worst kind of it on Master Uchechi. The boy in question has only, I repeat, Your Honor, only one father. And he is Chief Walter, seated here. Therefore, I pray this honorable tribunal to make sure that after this case, nothing else becomes the case. Thank you, my Lord.
The case resumes on the 12th of December.
All rise.
Serena, what is going on?
I'm back from school.
Are your lecturers on strike?
Look at this, Chief. Read it. Open to the 3rd page and read it yourself. Everything is there. My life, the lies, the truth, everything. How am I supposed to stay in campus? How? With what honor? With what honor, Chief? Oh God, why is all this happening to me? Why is this happening to me?
Listen, Serena, listen. Listen, I promise you we will come out of this victorious.
Victorious?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely vilified and stripped of everything that's called respect. Didn't my mother tell you the stigmatization my family is going through in the village because of this scandal? Didn't she? Tell me, Chief, tell me. Is there any truth to this scandal? Is there any atom of truth in this?
No, there's no truth in it, Serena. Now listen. See, I bet you that these people are just trying in vain. They won't achieve anything. Please, sit down.
I can't.
Listen. Sit down, please, sit down. Listen. These people are liars. They are liars. They are all trying in vain. They won't achieve anything. They're all liars.
I can't do anything in school.
Please, cool down.
Have you read the 3rd page of this paper and every other major newspaper in this country since last week, Barrister Desmond?
Serena, the publications are inevitable in this case. These people thrive on such stories.
But you gladly made this one available to them?
I tried to avoid it, but...
Barrister Desmond, please. I am begging you. In all humility, I am begging you to please stop this. I don't care what this is all about, but please stop it.
I can't, Serena. I can't. It's not as easy as you think.
What are you saying? If Uchechi is really your biological son, is this the kind of scandalous childhood you desire for him? Don't you care about what this could do to his psyche and self-esteem in future?
I understand, I empathize, but it's difficult for me.
Please, I am begging you to stop doing this. There are lots of children in the orphanage begging to be adopted. Go there, adopt one, and stop embarrassing my son and I, please.
Serena, so have you tried giving Chief Walter the same advice you just gave to me? Have you?
Chief Walter, how many gynecologists have you consulted in the past 19 years?
6 of them.
6?
Yes.
And what were their findings as regards your ability to father a child?
Well, all of them certified me virile.
All of them?
All of them.
Was Dr. Jerry one of the gynecologists?
Yes, he was.
I see. My lord, I tender results of the 6 tests as excellent. Chief Walter, what is your blood group?
O positive.
And Master Ocheche's blood group is O positive as well?
Exactly.
Thank you. My lord, I also tender results of the 2 blood group tests as excellent. I am through with him.
Barrister Desmond?
Thank you, Your Honor. Chief Walter.
Yes.
How many times have you been married before you met Miss Serena?
4 times.
4 times. And how many children did you have in these marriages?
No.
None. Any case of miscarriages?
No.
Was it because all the 4 women you married were barren, or because you were impotent?
Objection.
Sustained. Rephrase your question, Barrister Desmond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Chief Walters, was it not true that the 4 women you married left you because they found out that your childless marriages were your fault?
Objection.
Sustained.
Chief Walter, are you legally married to Miss Serena?
I was about doing that when you stopped it with a court injunction.
After you've been with her for several months? After you knew that I was coming for my son, Chief Walter? When did you plan that marriage?
Objection, my lord. I'm through with him.
Chief.
Yes.
I went to see a gynecologist today.
What for?
To confirm if indeed I do secrete sterile vaginal fluid during intercourse. And the test came out negative.
Serena, are you confessing to me that you had sex with a gynecologist in his clinic?
No, I did not.
If you did not, how then did he succeed in getting your fluid without stimulating you?
Chief, a woman does not have to have sex with a man for them to get such samples. Besides, the gynecologist I consulted is a woman.
A woman?
Yes. Chief, you are trying to change the course of our conversation by accusing me of infidelity? And you...
Hey! Hold on. Look, Serena. Look at me in the face, one-on-one. Who do you believe? Barrister Desmond or myself in this issue? Who do you believe? Go on.
I believe you. I believe you.
Now, did Dr. Jerry tell you that I was the one that told him to tell you about the sterile vaginal fluid? Was the treatment he gave you an instant cure or not? You see, now my dear, come. See, if that fluid was no longer found in you, it means that you have been cured of it by a divine intervention. And that calls for celebration and not doubt. See?
Yes, you're right, and I'm sorry.
You see? So come. Sit down. You see?
In Dr. Jerry's clinic, the day you consulted him, Did he tell you anything about your husband, Chief Walter, being important?
No.
Can you tell this court what he told you?
Dr. Jerry said I secrete a sterile vaginal fluid that makes it impossible for me to get pregnant after 4 months of being with my husband.
Objection, Your Honor. Miss Serena and Chief Walter are not legally married. Therefore, I demand she and my learned colleague should stop referring to him as her husband.
Sustained. Please go ahead and ask the question, Miss Serena.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dr. Jerry said my case was curable.
And then he went ahead to treat you of it.
Yes.
And how did you know you were treated?
I got pregnant, which was confirmed by the same doctor a few weeks later.
Okay. Did you sleep with any other man before then?
No. I have never slept with any other man apart from Chief Walter.
Thank you. I'm cool.
Thank you. Miss Serena. Chief Walter was married to 4 different women for 18 years. And he never produced with either of them. So if indeed what Dr. Jerry told you about the sterile vaginal fluid was true, was that the case with the other 4?
Objection, my lord.
Overruled. Answer the question.
I never met any of these women, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, brilliant. I know them. I have met with each of them. I've met with the doctors that attended to them while they were in Chief Walter's house. With me here are medical reports that the doctors gave me, and it showed that they were all healthy and productive. Your Honor, these are the medical reports. Here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's the envelope. In fact, one of them is now remarried and with 2 kids. So, how come yours became an instant success? And the day you visited Dr. Jerry?
God is faithful. Mine was a miracle.
God? Brilliant. Miracle. So where did you meet this God and he told you that it was his miracle?
I didn't say I saw God. I only meant to say
Miss Serena, did you know Dr. Jerry before the morning Chief Walter sent you to him?
No.
So who told him that you were ovulating that morning?
I did.
You did? On his request?
Yes.
Did he discuss visiting a gynecologist with you before that day?
No.
How come he sent you to one after you told him that you started ovulating?
Because he said I had a problem and that's why I haven't been able to get pregnant.
So how did he know? Is he a gynecologist?
No, he's not.
Miss Serena, my findings showed that you had A1 in both the subject of biology and agricultural science in your school certificate examination. So are you conversant with the concept of reproduction?
Yes.
Yes, you are. In animal artificial reproduction, artificial insemination is central from what you were taught of the concept. Now, did what Dr. Jerry did to you in his clinic that day look like that?
Objection, my lord.
Overruled. Answer the question.
Yes, it looked like an artificial insemination. But Dr. Jerry said what he injected into me was a medication to inhibit the sterile fluid so I could get pregnant while I was ovulating.
I'm through with that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Oh, don't worry, sir. They will soon be here, sir.
Thank you very much. Brilliant. Serena, what happened to my son?
Jesus. How did you find us?
Look, I'm a caring father. I care about my son's whereabouts anytime, any day, please.
Do you know I could sue you for stalking and harassment?
Then why can't you just tell me what happened to my son first? You can call your lawyer later.
He's not your son. Don't you come close to us.
He is. Can I at least touch him?
Get away from me!
He's my son! Let me just speak to him. What's wrong with you, Serena? What have done for you here? Serena!
Get away from us! Get away! Go!
This little miscreant. How dare you stalk and molest my wife and my little boy? How dare you?
Chief Walter, my encounter with them in the hospital was a coincidence. And I did not molest them, as you alleged. I just asked after my own biological son.
I take it that you do not have any other interest in my family, except that boy. Do you?
Absolutely none else, Chief Walter. So have you made up your mind to end your game and hand me over my son?
Now listen, Barrister Desmond. Serena is my wife. And after Uchechi, we can always have other children.
Chief Walter, how do you intend to do that? Through another artificial method?
Will you shut your trap? Whichever method we want to adopt is none of your business. Now listen, you are stretching me to my elastic limit in this issue, and I know how to stop you once and for all.
Are you threatening me, Chief Walter?
Barrister Desmond, do not let Uchechi come to a bad end. Don't.
Are you telling me that you intend to hurt Uchechi in order to end this dispute?
Listen, I value my family name and my pride more than any other thing in this world, including Uchechi. Good day, Barrister Desmond. Good day.
Walter. Another artificial method?
Will you shut your trap? Whichever method we want to adopt is none of your business. Now listen, you are stretching me to my elastic limit in this issue, and I know how to stop you once and for all.
Are you threatening me, Chief Walter?
Barrister Desmond, do not let Uchechi come to a bad end.
Is this not the conversation we had yesterday in my office, Chief Walter?
You cursed son of 1,000 fathers, you.
I take it that you said that out of frustration because you are frustrated. My Lord, on the strength of what we just heard, I demand that this tribunal place Master Uchechi under the custody of a neutral person, or better still, an institution, so as to take him out of harm's way for the duration of this case. It looks like his safety is no longer guaranteed under the roof of Chief Walter.
Objection, my lord. Master Uchechi is yet to be weaned. He needs his mother to survive, and any attempt to separate them, which obviously is what my learned colleague wants, will definitely endanger the life of the boy more than Chief Walter's words. My lord, Chief Walter only spoke in anger. He is by no means a killer and will never do anything under any circumstance to harm his own son. I therefore pray this honorable tribunal to ignore Barrister Desmond's plea. Thank you, my lord.
Master Uchechi shall from this courtroom be taken away from his mother and handed over to a secure childcare institution. She shall only have access to the child for the sole purpose of breastfeeding. That is, if she's willing to continue. I rise.
Serena.
How dare you?
Serena, what you told me at the court premises really touched me. I mean, I'm not a devil. I've got conscience too. I mean, what I said in the court was not to publicly humiliate you, but to make you keep your son, our own child, from a ruthless man who's ready to harm him. Aren't you outraged that the very same man that claims to be your husband and the father of your child could possibly harm him? Serena, where are you going to? Where are you going to? Serena, you should be repulsed. I care about you, Serena, and that's why I'm here. You're the mother of my child. Take that to the oh my God, get away from me! Oh my God, get away! Do you know what you're trying to do, Serena? Get out of my house right now! How and when did you meet Chief Walter for the very first time?
He came to my clinic on the 12th of February 2010. That was the first time I met him.
So can you tell this honorable tribunal the topic of your discussion during your meeting?
Chief, I just want you to tell me why you want me to make your wife pregnant through artificial means with another man's sperm. Because the test I carried on you shows you're 100% virile.
Listen, doctor, I don't want us to go into that, okay? Just tell me, is it possible?
Well, of course it is.
Good, good. I want it done in utmost secrecy. My wife must not know. Just find something to tell her if she asks questions. Okay? Can you do that for me?
5 million naira.
Doctor, money is not a problem here. The question is, can I trust you not to expose me to some sort of scandal now or even in the future?
I'm sure you did all the inquiries in the world before you got yourself here, Chief. If you doubt my integrities, I doubt that you will be sitting in that chair having this conversation with me. Immediately she's ovulating. Send her over and it will be done.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very
much. I take it that you lied to me about what the sperm I donated was for because of the secrecy Chief Walter demanded for the deal. Is that not true?
Yes.
So how much did Chief Walter pay you at the end of the deal?
He paid me 5 million naira, of which I asked him. And out of the 5 million, I paid you 2.5 for donating your sperm.
Apart from this deal, was there any deal you went in with Chief Walter that could warrant that huge amount of payment?
No.
Did you ever run a sperm bank in your clinic, Dr. Jerry?
No.
So how did Chief Walter pay you for the deal?
He paid me directly into my account using his name.
When was it paid?
Exactly 12 days after I had performed the artificial insemination on Miss Serena.
Your Honor, here in this file are the statement of account of the witness. I therefore tender it as example. Dr. Jerry, did you carry out any tests on Miss Serena before telling her she secretes a sterile vaginal fluid during sex?
Yes, I did. I carried out a test to see if she was capable of conceiving, and the test results turned out to be positive, that she was able to conceive. The tests had nothing to do with how safe or otherwise her vaginal fluids was.
Why then did you have to lie to her with such a thing, Dr. Jerry?
Because she questioned me just before I injected the sperm inside of her. Another time the chief had paid me and told me to lie to her if she asks any questions.
Thank you, my lord. I'm through with her.
Barrister Michael?
Dr. Jerry, is it not true that several professionals, including you, examined Chief Walter before Miss Serena took in for him and confirmed him virile enough to have a child?
It's true.
Is it not also true that it was you who came up with this whole sterile vaginal mumbo-jumbo and told Chief Walter that it would cost him 5 million naira to treat Miss Serena?
Not true.
Oh, not true. Was it not an established fact that your real stock in trade was lying to your clients and using them to achieve your many nefarious ends? Well, don't just stand there looking at me. Answer the question, Doc! Is it not true that you are a criminal, convicted for blackmail and outright intimidation of innocent people?
This is a different case.
Oh, how different, if I may ask?
Whatever I have told this tribunal is true.
Well, Dr. Jerry, your word can only be as true as your character. You have lied under oath before. You are a horrible criminal, and nothing, absolutely nothing stops you from doing it again. Because standing right here today, looking into your eyes, I do not see a repentant man. No! I see a criminal. What I see is evil standing on 2 feet. What I see! I'm through with him.
Overruled. My lord, if the witnesses' past is to be made such a liability to the cause of justice, like my learned colleague is doing, then I pray that this honorable tribunal order a DNA test on all the parties that are involved to find out the true paternity of Master Uchechi.
No, I will not let that happen. But I don't let it do. Why, Chief? Why? Listen, I do not owe you an explanation.
You do, Chief. You do. You owe this honorable tribunal even more. You owe Miss Serena here so much because you've been lying to her for long. You owe even more to Master Uchechi, who is having to live like a motherless child because of you. You owe objection, my lord.
Overruled. This case is adjourned till tomorrow morning, giving time to Barrister Desmond to properly file in his motion for the consideration of the tribunal. I rise.
All right.
Wait, Chief.
What is it?
Why did you object to the DNA test with such vehemence?
I don't want to talk about it now, Serena.
I want to talk about this now, Chief. What are you afraid of?
I am not afraid.
Yes, you are. I saw fear written all over your face. Immediately Barrister Desmond mentioned the test.
Listen, Serena. That test will never be conducted as long as I live.
What if I stand up in court tomorrow and support Barrister Desmond?
Why would you do that?
Because I want an end to this madness. I want my son back.
Listen, Serena, you would not disobey me in this or
else you will kill me.
Let us go home. Get into the car. Let's go home. said, let's go home. Get into the car.
You and I were there when the medical scientists took DNA samples of all of you. I don't know them. Neither do I know the institution they came from. Only the judge knows, and he will not disclose it until the result of the test is out and made known in court.
So what are our options, Barrister?
None but to wait.
No. No, I do not want the result of the test to be known at all. I do not want them.
Why, Chief?
Barrister, I pay you to do my business in this case and not to question my decisions. I mean, why don't you raise a counter motion? I mean, blackmail the judge and call to question the integrity of these tests. I mean, you play some of those pranks you lawyers play in court just to frustrate cases. I mean, play them. Just don't let the result of the test see the light of the day. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, Chief, it's going to be very difficult. The judge has already ordered the result of the test to be...
No, please. Do not go further. Don't go further. Now, this is a check for 1 million naira. And I'll give you another 1 million naira if you successfully do as I want. Now take.
You swear to say the truth, only the truth and nothing but the truth. I swear.
Lab scientists, are the results of the DNA tests ready?
Yes, my lord.
Let's hear it.
Objection, I want...
Barrister Emeka, your objection to the reading of that result does not have my backing.
I am doing so on the bidding of Chief Walter, Miss Serena.
You're representing us both. And I say that you do not have my backing.
Keep quiet, Serena. Keep quiet.
Barrister Emeka, you have 30 minutes to properly consult with your clients. Thereafter, the proceedings will continue.
Thank you, my lord.
Please, Serena, think about what I have done for you and your family. Think about where you people would have been now if not for me. Think about...
Stop! Please, stop this. I am a nursing mother. Where is my child? I do appreciate everything you have done for my family and I, but I want my son back, and I will do everything and anything to have my son back in my arms.
And do you think that allowing the result of the test to be made open in the court will bring back your son?
Yes. What else will?
Serena, please listen to me. Let us allow this case run its full course, please.
The DNA result will make this case run its full course. Isn't that what we both want? A fast resolution to this case? Isn't it?
Serena.
Chief!
Barrister Emeka, have you properly consulted with your clients?
Yes, my lord. They gave their consent to me to proceed with...
Barrister Emeka, I repeat that you do not have my consent to do that.
Is that so, Barrister Emeka?
Yes. Yes, my lord.
Very well then. Let's hear the results of the test.
No.
What do you mean, no?
It is not necessary. The boy is not my biological son.
What?
Dr. Jerry was right. We made a deal to artificially impregnate you with another man's sperms. Serena, I am important. Uchechi is Barrister Desmond's son, if Dr. Jerry says so. Because he is the only one who knew the true owner of the sperms that he injected into you. Serena, I'm very sorry.
Lab scientist, is that truly what the results say?
Yes, my lord.
Put them inside. Start the car, let's go.
Serena, where are you going?
I am leaving your house, Chief. I'm leaving your house.
No, Serena, please, don't leave. I know I offended you by not telling you the truth. Please, Serena, please.
But there is no point. You can't make any difference, Chief. The harm has been done already.
No, please, Serena, remember.
I said no!
Remember, Serena, this is still our house.
It is your house.
Home,
it is your home, not mine.
Please.
I would rather feel comfortable in a forest than live in this house of evil and lies. I'm leaving your house.
You can't do this to me, Serena, please.
Don't touch me. I'm leaving. Stop.
Please, Serena. You want him to go? You don't go. For...
Leave that place.
Now, come to me. Why leave or go? Joy!
Leave that place.
Well, you go give me the... Please, give me the...
Jonathan!
You go give me. Amen.
Leave that place. Leave that place.
You go give me.
Leave that place, you're an idiot.
Madam, please. Madam, please. Serena, please, you can't go like that.
But justice is waiting. Wipe my tears, bring me joy, and make me laugh again. I'm crying a river, land and sea. My anger goes deeper, no rest for the wicked soul. Oh, mankind is wicked. You know that it's just no lie. It's leading me instead, making me want to cry. But justice is waiting. Wipe my tears, bring me joy, and make me laugh again. I'm crying a river, land and sea. My anger grows deeper, no rest for the wicked soul.
Just a minute, please. Serena.
You're surprised to see me here?
Not really. A part of you lives here now, after all.
Can I come in?
Yeah, sure.
Where is Uchechi?
He's sleeping in my room. The second door on your right. Oh, wait, Serena, wait. He needs you now, more than he ever needs me.
Yes. He needs his mother. But most of all, he needs a family.
But you know I can't let you take him back to Chief Walter's house.
I already left Chief Walter.
Serena, you did? Serena, can you live with someone like me? Can you marry a man like me, please?
all my life, no man has ever loved me for who I am. The chief took me in because he wanted me to bear children for him. Now you ask me to marry you because your son needs a mother. When? When will I stop being a tool for men to use?
This is different, Serena. I can love you for who you are. We can love each other. Let's build and cherish love together. Yes, we can.
I want to see my son.
Okay.
What a disgrace. What a humiliation. How can I ever face the public again? How can I ever regain my honor again? The poorest of the poor is better than myself now. God. Indeed, there is no peace for the wicked.